that point, which is why there was such a big queue. Yeah, and then Stutzel's gone into, sorry, Alvazari's gone into the back of Lewis Hamilton, and then he's careered into the barrier. Petrov has followed him in there.
That Maldonado passed Sutil up the inside into the back. Sutil then ran wide, didn't he, into the barrier, and that's what triggered the multiple incidents. Vettel leads from Alonso, Button third, Kobayashi fourth, Webber fifth, Maldonado sixth. Seventh is Lewis Hamilton, limping along with a broken rear wing. Sutil is showing in 8th place. Heifeld 9, Barrichello 10. They're the point scorers. Buemi 11th, Rosberg 12th, Di Resta 13th, Giannatrudi 14th, Kovalainen 15th. Both Team Lotus cars running. D'Ambrosio 16th, Liuzzi 17th. Petrov in the barrier still showing 18th. Carter Klein then will take over that 18th place. And that is why we then have 18 runners ahead. Red flag. So we've got a red flag. So that means the race will be over because we're more than 3/4 distance, or full points will be allocated for this event. And they've elected to red flag the race, which suggests that they've got a problem down there to extract Petrov from the Renault. And that means then Hamilton, I'm sure they will declare this a result. Vettel wins again. He becomes the master of Monaco. Alonso second, Button third, Kobayashi fourth, Webber fifth, Maldonado sixth, Hamilton seventh, Sutil eighth, Heifeld ninth, and Barrichello the last point scorer. And of course they did, with the red flag, they do a count back, don't they, to the last complete lap. But of course under the safety car they have completed further laps, which all count in the Grand Prix. So I don't believe there'll be a count back. But this can get extremely complicated at this stage. I wonder if also the barrier is damaged there beyond repair.
Oh, there could be that. You know, it's obviously difficult to speculate, but I can see the Renault garage from our commentary box, and we're going to get a replay of the action at speed here. So let's have a close look at Petrov behind.
It wasn't. Yeah, unless a piece of suspension has come in the cockpit, it wasn't an unduly high-speed accident, was it? Because they've all backed out of it. As Alguersuari climbs the back of Hamilton's McLaren, Petrov had nowhere to go apart from in the barrier. And hopefully the cameraman's okay in there. So either the barrier is damaged and they know they won't be able to restart the last 6 laps of this Grand Prix, or there's a piece gone inside the car there with Petrov and Ted.
Well, Martin, I'll go down to Alonso and Renault to see what I can find. But they're doing the normal red flag procedure, i.e. everyone's going onto the grid and stopping at the red flag line. All the mechanics from all the teams are running down with their grid trolleys, just to belt and braces measure. They want to be there in case the race is restarted. But just maybe you can fill in the rules on whether it's red flags with a certain amount to go. I think race control might decide that they call it a day after this.
I think that's the most likely thing, with only 6 laps remaining. But one thing that I started mentioning there, just to finish, from our comm box we can see the Renault garage. So Vitaly Petrov's manager walking in a very calm fashion down towards the race control area. So they have had some communication with the driver, which remains to be seen. It's a positive message.
We have seen Petrov moving in the car. He is complaining, we've heard, about some pain in his back. And now it's a decision as to whether they want to restart this race, assuming they can extract him quite quickly.
Well, that's interesting, because he was actually complaining about pain in his back when he goes over the crest into the chicane. So just going over that bump was enough to give him some discomfort. And when I was told that earlier today, then that did sort of reek of not having a very good seat fitting in that Renault. He is quite a tall driver. A lot of pressure on the lower back. Most of these guys have spent all their junior careers in karting with, well, the race is going to be resumed when the track is clear. So this will be, what will that be, Martin? 1 parade lap?
Well, they start behind the safety car when they resume the race. It's Article 42 of the regulation. So it's time stay calm. I mean, they're perfectly entitled to restart the race. I think they're also, if they want to, they can say that's enough, full point. Anything over 75% distance, which is 59 laps, we get full points. But there's a procedure now that involves getting up and running again behind the safety car, Ted.
And they're going to try and fix Lewis Hamilton's rear wing on the grid, on the red line grid. So lots of activity down here in McLaren as they get a spare rear wing out the back and some spanners and some screwdrivers. And that